Anyway, now we're joined by our resident expert from News Limited, Tom Panos. Welcome, Tom. How are you doing, Tom? Is a church something down your street?
Well, it's Good Friday for Greek Orthodox people, so I'm going to say yes, just to be on the safe side.
It is Christo Anesti, Tom.
And Charles, I've got to say, you were the first person to actually send the news out to the Greek community and real estate agents today, so thank you very much.
That's okay,
God bless
Tom,
you.
I do remember, thank you.
Good stuff. What have we got for us this week? Because you've been over in Western Australia, haven't you, Tom?
I've been in Western Australia, but we've picked a property, well, we've picked two properties today. The first one's in Queensland. There's only three left here in this block that is in a area called Paradise Point. It was featured in the Gold Coast Bulletin. The reason we picked this was that it's 15 minutes drive into surface, so you're away from what many people would call the rat race, but in fact, we're talking about an area that is had good interest in recent times. I like it because any block that's got pet friendly seems to get a lot of ticks with buyers these days. And at $399,000 starting off with $400 per week rental income, it definitely should attract the interest of investors. Speaking to Steve Tabor from the Professionals, he said to me, it's 100 metres from the beach, right at the cafes and restaurants. So this is going to appeal to both owners and investors. They've sold very quickly. There's only three left, and body corporate rates of only $33 per week means that we've picked this as something to look at.
Charles, you know everywhere in Australia because you seem to have a branch everywhere, so any ideas on that at all?
Yeah, look, it's not, from memory, it's across from Ephraim Island, and that's an area where they developed all through there, lots of apartments and shopping complexes and restaurants and so on. And it's right, it is north of the rat race, as Tom put it, so it's a much quieter area. But I like the Gold Coast all across at the moment because, as we know, we talked about that before, and if you look at Brisbane prices in the last cycle, they're the ones that are still struggling a bit, which means there's some upside in there, and the Gold Coast especially, or north of the Gold Coast, I think has got some good opportunity.
Okay, and number two, Tom?
Number two is in Northbridge, which is essentially a 5-minute drive to the CBD. It's a block of 4 units. I've always been a fan of block of 4s because I think that they not only give you a good rental return but good capital growth, particularly when they're Art Deco, and that's what this block is. It is presented by Joe Leonardi from Rain and Horn at Petersham. The original features come throughout. We're talking about a rental return of about $115,000 a year gross. The good thing is, Chris, that they've already done the fire rating for the strata compliance, so they've still got to do a bit of paperwork to get it through to be subdivided as strata units, but strong capital growth, low vacancy rates, 5 minutes to the CBD, great bus services from Northbridge, so you're going to get into work in no time. This is going to appeal to both first home buyers if they were going to buy a unit close into the city. It's going to appeal to people that are looking to buy an investment block of 4, so it ticks all the boxes, and it is DA approved for immediate strata conversion. We've always talked about blocks. Blocks of 4, there's lots of buyers for them. Blocks of 8 and 10, you've got less buyers for them. So that's why we've picked this one. Price guide, $1,900,000 plus.
And Charles is certainly nodding his head in the background, just like you have those dogs in the back of the cars.
I think Chris is a buyer for this one, Tom. Now, what is Joe Leonardi? He's a great real estate agent. What's he doing in Petersham, selling a property in Northbridge? Must be one of his established Greek clients. It's got to be Happy Easter for him too, or is he Italian?
Well, Charles, you know what it's like for buyers? It's location, location, location.
Yeah.
For real estate agents, it's commission, commission, commission.
Well, we did talk about that at the start of the show, actually, Tom.
Hey, look, certainly, I mean, we've always got stacks of clients. Everyone loves the thought of owning a block for themselves, but most of the blocks are at least 6 units, 600 grand. It's like $3.5–4 million. So certainly 2 million. Yeah. It's affordable if 2 million can be affordable.
It's very affordable. I mean, you could put family members in there. You could have your own 4 apartments instead of having a big house with.
No, but that's lesson number 1. You never put your family into investment property. You never get paid, do you, Charles?
You live with them.
Okay. All right, good to see you, Tom. I know we've got some other stories, but we'll have to catch up on those next week.
No problems.
Good to see you.
See you, Tom. Happy Easter, mate.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, after the break, we'll be solving a viewer's property investing strategy question. We'll be back soon.